It is 7:17. Good morning. An accident to report right now. This would be the south area. Fruit Ridge Road at Lorraine. Also a crash I-5 southbound at Del Paso Road. "17 after 7, time to take a call. Here is Dan in Sonoma.
Hey, Sean. There's a piece that came out the other day on it was CBS News. It was by Jamie Dimon, who from Chase Manhattan Bank. You know, big. He's kind of a big to-do. You might say he's got a few bucks in his pocket. But he was saying to his investors that it's going to be a good year financially, most likely, because this is what I'm interjecting, because it's an election year. Biden is going to do his damnedest to make it look like things are on the up and up, and things are going in the right direction. And of course, it's all going to come crashing down.
Just sweep all the garbage under the couch. Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to happen here. Well, one of the things he mentions in his piece, he's a greenie, which he can afford to be a greenie, which is kind of stupid. But he does mention, of course, the two wars that are going on, and the giant elephant in the room, which is the national debt, which keeps piling up, and the massive overspending by the government. Now, he doesn't mention anything about who's responsible or anything else. We all know who it is. It is the same people who've got us to $34 trillion and counting in the first place, Democrats and big government Republicans. And until that stops, eventually this is a gigantic balloon that is being blown up here, and you're just waiting for that gigantic pop, and sadly it's going to pop right in our face, and it's I don't know what the U.S. would look like when it collapses financially. I can't even comprehend that.
Dan, you should have heard Congressman McClintock talking about this very thing a couple of weeks ago in front of Congress. He was comparing it to how Rome fell. Very
absolutely.
Same thing.
And no one seems what is just stunning to me. No one seems to care. Rome fell for that government became too overbloated, too corrupt. No one seemed to care because they had so much power. And I don't know if they saw it collapsing, but of course they had the barbarians come by and correct the situation by taking them over. I see barbarians, and I don't know what kind of barbarians they're going to be taking over the U.S. once it collapses. I don't know how that's going to turn out here.
Learn Mandarin, Dan. Learn Mandarin.
Speaking of Mandarin, that's a perfect segue to the next thing on the caller prep board. The other opinion piece by Dr. Rand Paul, who's also a senator. He's literally put all the pieces together, saying it is a giant conspiracy regarding what happened with COVID-19 and the pandemic. And of course, he puts the finger of blame to the orchestrator, Joseph Mengele Fauci, who used apparently 15 government agencies and quite a number of government employees to help orchestrate this whole thing and coordinate it and create it. This was definitely created in a lab. In fact, he brings up evidence that this was created in 2018, a year before the pandemic was released and then informed. And I bring this up for this reason. I really appreciate Dr. Rand Paul because he's really the only one mentioning this. What happened to us during the pandemic was the greatest government takeover in the nation's history. We should never, and I'm saying this as a Catholic, we should never, ever forgive or forget what happened to us in that absolute totalitarian era.
Yeah. We shouldn't.
Now,
we won't. I won't. You won't.
I'm still
some
waiting
people
for.
Already have.
Oh yeah. They just forget. Oh, they just moved on. It was just the nation was sick.
A little
blah,
bump
blah,
in the
blah,
road.
Forget it. Yeah.
A little bump in the
exactly.
road. Dan, of course, there's no such thing as a little bump in the road around here.
But it begs the question, though: where are the hearings? Where is the investigation to all this? I mean, if Rand Paul is bringing this out into the open, and this shouldn't just die with this opinion piece. There needs to be serious investigations to this whole thing. Criminal charges need to be brought. It shouldn't go to the wayside. But sadly, I think because there's so much corruption within our government, it probably will.
Well, the Justice Department is on the side of the mob. Basically, what we have is mob rule. We have the mob. That's what
we do. You know what we should start doing, though? start dressing like the mobsters of the 20s. The hat, the kind of the zoot suit thing.
I look good in a hat. I don't know why I don't wear hats.
I don't look good in a hat. And I do.
Oh, you look good no matter what. Come on.
Well, I look like a criminal no matter what. So I could pass for a Middle Eastern criminal. I could pass for a mobster. Yeah, so maybe I should start a new trend.
I think you already have.
I'm gonna get a suit, put it on with the hat, and look like a gangster.
We need to have
I'll send you a picture, and we'll see how it goes.
You say you're a bad Mexican. I wonder if I am a better Mexican than you. Is that possible?
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
We'll find out. But
once you start speaking Spanish to me, we'll find out.
Well, the only word in Spanish I know is no.
That's what women tell. That's what women tell us all the time.
And with that done, I wish you a fine day.
Thanks, bud.
You made me laugh. Thank you. It is 23 after 7. 76 in sunshine today.